Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's webinar, which goes by the name Real-Time Daily Trading Ideas. Just like every day of the week, today we will be speaking about trading ideas, strategies, market screenings, and we'll be answering your questions. My name is AUDCHF, and I will be moderating this webinar for you today. Before we can start with the actual webinar, we will briefly present the risk disclaimer. Please be aware of the fact that trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk which is not suitable for all investors. Please be aware of the fact that trading with leveraged products multiplies the possibility of earning profits, but also of gaining losses. You can view the whole risk disclaimer on our website as well. This is the schedule for today. Today, Markus will be speaking to you. And also be aware of the fact that Admiral Markets offers highly competitive spreads, and just like the euro-dollar with 0.6 spreads. Also have a look at our website. We offer international products, international offerings, and just have a look at our website. Good morning, Markus. I will be passing over the monitor to you, and hopefully you will have some beautiful insights into the markets for today.
Of course, wonderful. Good morning. Thanks for the introduction this morning. I hope you're doing good as well. And I want to say thank you for opening this webinar and take over the screen right now. Now you should see my screen. Yes, great. Wonderful. Good morning to everybody who's attending this webinar this morning. I hope you're doing good, had a great night or day or wherever you are around the world. It's a great pleasure for me that we can have this webinar together. So this is my trading approach. Okay, can you hear me? Of course, because I see no sound.
I can definitely hear you.
Oh, great. Okay, Garen is, sorry, great. So now, okay, let's start. Thank you very much. Okay, success guide is not a fantasy, it's a formula, and this is one of the easiest trading approaches ever. This is based on the Dow theory, and you know the right know-how about the Dow theory. And one of the 6 tenets of Charles Dow's mentioned that we have experienced traders make their trades out coming of the correction zone, which means in the accumulation phase. This is in the correction, and if you make sure that the bigger trend is supporting you as well, then you can see in the picture you have a probability of almost 72% of success that the trend is continuing to the upper or the lower side, and because you are engaged in that trend, you are in the plus when the trade will continue. So this is one of the easiest trading approaches ever, and so this is my trading approach as well, on the trading approach of the Dow community as well. And this that's the rules I'm working with here. Rule number 5 to 7 says where I am in the market. It doesn't matter what kind of market, at Forex or indices or metals or energy or whatever you want to trade. Everything comes down to a trend, everything. And every trade and every market comes down by a trend and to a trend. And that's the most important information you need. Then rule number 5 to 7 mention where are you in the market outside of fair value zone and Fibonacci and so on. And rule number 1 to 4 says how you can get into a trade. Valid trend is needed. The maturity of the trend must be young. You have to be in the correction at least 38% of the last movement, of course. And then if you are in the correction and if you have the correction of at least 38%, then wait for the balance candle. That's the reason why I use Heikin-Ashi for my trading, because I have 2 candles, trend continuation and balance candle. Is really easy because that's my behavior in trading, my attitude, my attitude. I make it as easy as possible. Keep it simple and stupid, because the big challenge is taking place in your minds. So focus on easy things in trading. Not so much indicators, oscillators, or news or whatever. Trend, price, discipline, rules, end of discussion. So let's switch. Look at this one. That's the result. If you stick to the rules always, not if you are in the mood to stick on the rules, or if you think, oh, today I can or tomorrow I cannot. Don't care about that. The market is not interested on your opinion or your moods. The market will give you success if you are able to stick to the rules always. So you can see in the screen that was the last week. We were very successful with our profit factor of 2.39 based on the expert advisor, of course, I use in MetaTrader by Admiral Markets. And since 2 weeks, we in the DAO family, we use two additionally setups. We have an opening setup in DAX and in DAO, and during the day we use a special setup in 1 minute. So for the special day traders, and you see it's a great success, and this week we are successful as well. So, but this is kind of the DAO family, it's kind of education. In this webinar, we want to focus on hourly chart and daily chart. So you can see what works in trading is always the same. You can see it here in the chart by Admiral Markets, trend and price, no more, no less. So you can see that's the expert wise, it draws the trend by itself. You see movement correction. That's easy. That's easy. It's not a rocket science in trading, guys. So trust the trend. Can you repeat it? Trust the trend. No more, no less. The trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. So, and that's the reason I speculate that the trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. So I will see if I see the trend continuation. But this is 1 minute chart. This is another topic, another education topic. So let's see. First of all, let's have a look at the Dow Jones. So what do you see in Dow Jones? As I said to you, focus on price and trend, because we don't trade Dow, we try 3T. Great, great, 3T, trust the trend. Great, I love you guys so much. It's so nice to work with you. That's great. So Dow Jones, you can see two things, price and trend, no more, no less. So figure out where are you as in the trend right now. First of all, we are within the red zone. We are very, very close at the current point of control here. You can see it. It's a fair price already. Nothing to do there. And additionally, you can see we don't have a clear trend. No up, no down. So, and in the red zone, within the red zone, that means nothing to do there. Nothing. You only have to stick to your rules. And the rule number 1 means you need a trend. No trend, no trade. 4 easy words. No trend, no trade. Come on, repeat it by yourself. Write it down on a paper or whatever. Put it on your screen. No trend, no trade. It's really easy. The same like the 3T, trust the trend. So you see, trading must be as easy as possible, guys, because the real challenge is taking place in your mind. Trust me. Okay, that's Dow Jones in hourly chart. Let's see about, maybe you are interested in DAX, of course. So you see, here we have a little bit different situation, because there we have a trend. So let me draw it for you. Look at this one. Here you see movement, correction, movement, correction, and now we are in the move for a trend continuation. But, and that is this restriction of this possibility, look where we are. Do you see it? Can you see it where we are? We are within the red zone, and the point of control is placed 11,495 points. Red zone of doom. Yes, Vincenzo. You see, you encourage me through all webinars. You see, it's always the same. It's really easy. And very soon in April or in May, we started with a big, huge project. It's a great honor for me, and then we can train that every day and every week together in every single country which speaking English. So you see, a trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. And don't forget that point. Look at the daily chart. Daily chart. Look at this. Where is the point of control placed right now? At 11. Look at this one. 12,220 points. So we are in a trend. We are in a correction. And now the possibility is for a trend continuation more likely than a trend break. So you see, maybe we will have rising prices in the next days. Maybe. Everything is probability in trading. No securities, no safeties, no guarantees, nothing of that. Only probabilities. And that's the reason why so many people failed in trading, because they don't understand that. They are looking for the holy grail. Believe me, I'm seeking for the holy grail since 20 years now. The only thing I found was this bottle, drink and be happy. That's the only thing I found. So, and listen guys, trading is not a rocket science. It's more important to have a nice life and to have positive thoughts in your mind, that you can focus on the really important things: family, friends, good thoughts, personal development. Everything is more important than red and green candles, of course, because this is a question of rules, discipline. That's the point. So, okay, switch to, what should we, gold. Yes, gold. I want to show you gold. And to answer your question, of course, but we are in the red zone for the both time frames. Is it possible to trade them? Not really. Not really. If you are in the red zone, it's not possible. Not about my rules. I don't make trades within the red zone, because the price is already fair, and the probabilities for trend continuation or for a good trade is almost balanced at 50-50. So if you want 50-50, go to the casino and have fun there, but not in trading. What is the indicator that you use? That's market profile indicator. It's a special indicator. I developed it by a colleague of mine because I use it. And if you are interested on that, I can give you, if you want, the, let's see, come on. I can give you, put it in your, just here we are, the how in English, of course. Here we are. I give you the, look at the chat box, please. There's the link for that. Okay, so it's important to know. You only need two information. You need trend information. Where are you? In the move or in a correction? And if you have a valid trend, of course. And you need the information of price. If I am fair valued or unfair valued. And you know, a price always wants to go back to a fair price from the extremely states back to the point of control. It's always the same. Really, believe me, trust me, it's always the same. There's only one exception when the point of control is wandering, or the point of control is switching. So you can see it, of course, here. That's the red line. You look at this one. The red line, that's the point of control, is came down to a little bit lower. That means the market says to you, okay, we accept the lower prices. We accept the lower price right now, or we accept higher prices. But that you can see in that market profile. Okay, gold. You see the following situation. Figure it out. Now you can see this easy. Where are you? You are in the red zone. The point of control is placed down in hourly chart, $1,285. There's the point of control. That's the fairest price. Backward, in a back look at 1,440 bars or candles. That's Fibonacci number. Be careful about that. It's really interesting. So, and now you can see we have a downtrend. That's the two information you have here. Look at this one. Movement, correction, movement. Then we had a little bit correction. And look at this one. Where came the rebound? Exactly at the point of high. That's the edge of this red candle from fair to unfair price. Where was the rebound? Exactly there. It's not an accident, guys. That's the market, how it works always. Either in Forex or in bond or whatever, in indices, doesn't care about that. It's always the same movement correction based on supply and demand, no more, no less. So now we are very close to a trend continuation to the lower side. So maybe you will, what's that? No, that's wrong. Here we go. You see, so should we trade there now? Should we dare trade here? No. No, you don't. Why? We are within the red zone. There is no probabilities on our side. Only we want to trade out from the fair value zone back to it, but not within. Too many resists, too many accidents there. No more probabilities on our side. That's really, really important. The best situation you will have when you have a price out of the fair value zone. Then you can see the price came down, but not yet. Technical analysis is agnostic. It works regardless of the market. Of course, your words are completely true. Okay, let's see. And in daily chart, the gold, you see the same procedure. Can you see it? We have a broken up trend, and now we don't have a valid trend. And you see we are within the red zone. Within the red zone. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up. Nothing to do there. Yeah, but you see the fair price what changed from here up, 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 and back. So that is the point where the market shouted you and said, come on, we accept higher prices or lower prices. Look at me. No more, don't have an opinion about that. Look at this one. I show you what happened right now in the market. But at the same time, you can see a trend is the big thing in trading. That's the big deal. Have a trend and trust the trend. 3T. Trust the trend. No more, no less. And you see highest probabilities from an unfair price back to a fair price. You see, trading is not a rocket science. Everything is happen in your mind. And that's the reason you have, that's the real challenge you have to cope, not trading. Everything you can learn, it's a job, and every job you have to learn, no more, no less. So let's see oil, WTI oil, where we are. That's the first question you have to ask always if you look at the chart. Where are you in the market? Trend? Yes, I have a trend. Where? In the move, in a beginning correction. So nothing to do. You see one of our rules in the accumulation phase. There we want to go inside in a trade. And the second question, what tells me the price? Fair price right now. No more, no less. You can see point of control placed at $52. We are within the red zone. Nothing to do in daily chart. And in hourly chart, you see where we are. Interesting point. Look at this one. In hourly chart, we are in unfair value price zone. And the prior point of control is placed here at around about $52 as well. Is it the same? Is it the same like in daily chart? Of course, it's the same. So you see high probability. And now, guys, you have to wait. This is an interesting opportunity. Wait for a clear and really clear trend, not unclear, not dirty picture, only a clear trend. This is the first opportunity for the next days, WTI in oil short. And my special trading proposal for you is in Aussie Swiss franc. So you can see, first of all, we have an uptrend, not this red down, it's a small trend. I see this one. Look at this one. I draw it for you. Last one for this, and then we are finished. Movement, correction, movement, and a deep correction. But really important, look at this one. We didn't have a trend, we didn't have a trend break, almost 1 point, but it's fucking daily chart. That's not really important. So, and now you see the price or the market is kidding us. So it's tried to figure out if there come more sellers in the market. No, until not yet. So as long as that happens, look at this one. A trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. So use this situation in the hourly chart. We are especially in a valid trend right now. You see the correction. This is how the expert advisor works. It figure out the trend. Then you see the Fibonacci tracements, red to red target, blue to blue, green to green, black to black. That's the point. Now, rule number three, sorry, rule number 3, at least corrections, at least 38% by close, not by spike, by close. Really important. Wait, if we will have a price, maybe here 50 or 61. I hope the price will come back to the 61%. It means it's the point of low, especially. For that, I want to wait, and then we can make a long trade. So put it in the watch list. Oil, WTI for short, and Aussie Swiss franc for long. So hi, any education on this? Only in my Dowhow community. Look at my homepage, dowhow-trading.com. Then you will find any questions or any answers to your question about my education. Okay, guys, I hope you learned a little bit this one again. I wish you a wonderful day. And the only thing I have to say, be careful about your thoughts, because they're the beginning of your actions. Bye-bye, and back to Admiral Markets.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Markus. Thanks for the comprehensive analysis. Thanks to the audience for listening. Sorry, guys, my voice is completely, terrible because of my stuffy nose. I hope you don't mind that too much. I wish you all a very good, almost weekend, a good day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye, Markus.